More and more households and businesses are turning to solar to mitigate the impact of rolling blackouts. But the question remains, what do they do with the excess of power generated? Well, City Power says it's working on a system where customers with PV solar systems will be able to feed back power to the grid and reduce their monthly electricity bills. Similar measures were introduced in the city of Cape Town last month. Let's find out from City Power's General Manager for Revenue Management, Thamsanqa Mathiso. He joins us now virtually. Thank you very much, Thamsanqa, for your time here on eNCA. Just first of all, explain to us and those viewers who do have PV solar systems how exactly this will work.
Good afternoon to you and good afternoon to your viewers. Yes, the process that we have embarked on is to build more customers of start deploying customers who've got their self-generating units from their properties to feed into the grid. And the process starts by the customer applying. So we have been running a voluntary registration process that allows the customers to be part of this process.
All right, so where do they register? Where is this registration drive that you're talking about?
So what we've done is that we have opened up the City of Johannesburg regional offices for a place for customers to register. So as soon as that registration takes place from there, the application is sent to one of our engineers in that region, that engineer will then go and assess the equipment that is at the customer's property to say, is it a proper equipment for us to be able to receive energy from that.
And what happens if you come to my house, for instance, and you find that the equipment that I have is the correct one? Does that mean in terms of the bill that I receive from City Power, if I am able to give you the access power in my solar system, do you, for instance, reduce the bill according to how much I can give you?
Yeah, so what we are communicating currently, I think from the 1st of July, we've managed to have a tariff approved for a feeding tariff, which means that you will be able to sell back the energy to us. So if you've got a system like that, you will be able to sell your energy back to us. We are working on fixing the billing system so that it can be able to start crediting the customers on those on their bills for the energy that gets sent to us. So what then happens that once we come to your property, if you don't have a smart meter, we will then replace your meter and install a smart meter, which will allow us to measure your consumption that you are using from us and the consumption that we are getting from you. So that process then will start from there. And once the billing system is sorted out in September, you'll start getting the credits from us.
All right, let's talk about the sorting out of the billing system. City Power has been found wanting a couple of times through the city of Johannesburg, etc. when it comes to the billing system, from the times of your Pakstau all the way through to your Herman Mashaba, etc. So when you say fixing the billing system, just tell us more about what it means. Are you admitting that at the moment it's problematic?
Yeah, so what is actually the process of us reprogramming the billing system? It means the current billing only looks into what the customer utilizes and that which is billed to them. So in this case, what we are currently working on is to be able to ensure that the billing system is able to bill on a bidirectional meter. So a bidirectional meter is a meter that measures what the customer uses and what the customer sends to the city. So in me saying fixing, I'm meaning programming the billing system for us to implement this new process that we have started.
All right, and time frames, I know that you said that right now it's voluntary registration, etc., and then your individual engineers would have to go assess people's equipment. But what is your hope in terms of where to start? For instance, the city of Cape Town says it will start by 2024. What is your time frame as City Power?
Yeah, so what we are saying as City Power, we will definitely be ready by the 1st of September. So as soon as the tariff is there already, so as soon as we have managed to implement that into the billing system, the current customers who are registered will then start getting their credits. So the platform like this, we are encouraging customers who have these systems to start registering with us so that they are part of the rollout when we start.
My next question is twofold, Thamsanqa. Do you firstly need buy-in from Eskom at all, or because of your independence as a municipality to some extent when it comes to this you can just take the decision? But also in terms of municipal debt to Eskom, will this assist you, this new program that you're hoping to have by September?
Yeah, so this comes as part of one of our load shedding mitigating strategy. So what we are saying is that because Eskom is not able to supply us fully, we can then start buying energy from other people, IPPs, including customers who've got excess energy. So this will then reduce the municipality's dependence on Eskom. So if currently we are buying almost 95% of our energy from Eskom, we have targets, I think, in the next few years, according to our business plan, to reduce that dependency and start buying from other IPPs and customers who have the ability to generate.
And my other question was about the municipal debt to Eskom. Are you hoping that this new system that might go on once you fix the billing system, are you hoping that it assists with municipal debts to Eskom as well at all?
Yeah, so I think for us as the city, our reduction of the dependence to Eskom will then mean that our billing or our bill to Eskom will reduce. But at this point in time, I'm happy to announce that City Power does not, or the City of Johannesburg does not owe Eskom, or does not have any outstanding billings with Eskom. So we are currently up to date. So what we then, this will assist us, it will assist our residents to reduce load shedding in their areas, so that we can then start supplying those areas that need electricity, or critical areas that needs electricity during load shedding.
All right. And just lastly, Thamsanqa, I don't know if you remember that sometime during the course of this year, earlier, in fact, National Treasury, when the Finance Minister announced his budget speech in February, he mentioned, government wanting to basically give South Africans access to solar, maybe at a affordable rate, or those who can't, for instance, to give them, or to allow government to put their solar panels on their roofs, maybe for free, right? Are you hoping that this also will assist you in being able to have more people on solar, so that you have more power to buy from, or more people to buy power from, rather?
Yes, I think this process will allow us to have sufficient energy into the grid. And I think it's part of City Power's turnaround plan to, start utilizing. I think we've seen, all of us, that the whole energy industry is actually shifting, and the issues around Eskom being the own supplier or generator of electricity are actually changing. So as City Power, we are also complying to that, we are adapting to that, and we are saying we can actually use our network to our advantage to start, moving energy from amongst the neighbors, moving energy from amongst the communities, and making sure that we allow a space where customers can also be energy traders amongst themselves. Right. And we can facilitate this process with our network.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much, Thamsanqa, for speaking to us here on All Angles. Thamsanqa Mathiso, the General Manager for Revenue Management at City Power.